Namaste. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Leo Lightwork Meditation Station. It is an honor and a privilege to be here with you right now. Thank you so very much for your presence. Today and every day, we come together to meditate, to do this spiritual practice, to continue to transform our inner worlds and to continue to transform our outer worlds into the highest version and highest expression of ourselves for the betterment of the entire collective. So thank you for being here, and if that resonates with you, please do like, share, and subscribe to help us get this message out to as many brothers and sisters as we can. So yes, today is Thursday, June 24th, 2021, and we are celebrating the full moon in Capricorn. Yes, very excited about this one today. And before we go any further, let's go ahead and clear our space. So I'm going to be using our Lightwork Universal Sacred Sage Spray. And I release anything that no longer serves me, any fears that may limit me, anything that needs to be released into the nothingness of where it came from. So it is. Now we're going to go ahead and anoint with our sacred meditation oils, some at our third eye for what we know, some at our wrists for what we do, some at our ankles for where we go. So yes, we always clear our space with our sage spray to get our energies balanced and to raise our vibrations, and then we anoint with our sacred meditation oils at our three major energetic meridian points so we can get optimal energy flow. If you want to know more about them, you can go check out the Leo Lightwork Etsy shop. Okay, so let's go ahead and dial into today's sacred meditation space with a gratitude prayer. I invite you to close your eyes as we dial into that oneness, that universal intelligence of love and light, peace and harmony, balance and vibration through all time and space, the energy that connects all things, that source energy. We'd like to express our deepest form of gratitude for another day to do the great works. Grateful for this mind, this body, this spirit, this time, this place, and this space. So grateful to be able to come together as community to meditate, to continue the transformation process in our inner worlds and our outer worlds, and to do this in community. I bless this time, this space, and everyone in it. We do this in the name of all that is good. Amen, aho, and so it is. Yes. So I'd like to start things off with a quote by Lao Tzu. And he says, "Nature often holds up a mirror so that we can more clearly see the ongoing process of growth, renewal, and transformation in our lives." And keyword is transformation. Because yes, this full moon in Capricorn is indeed giving us the opportunity to transform, giving us something to focus on, seeking new truths and new answers, looking at the way that we've done things in the past and how we can continue to transform into the highest expression of ourselves. Looking at places where we can be vulnerable. Looking at old places, old patterns, and old things that could be released. Having old ways of doing things. Saying goodbye to the old ways of communication, old ways of interacting with ourselves, interacting with others, interacting with the world, and creating a new vision, creating new sight and insight. And we may have justified some things in the past behaviors, some past habits, some past patterns, all these different things, and it is really giving us the opportunity to, once and for all, release these things, no more cover these issues with a Band-Aid, no more brushing them under the rug. We all know now what is what we have to do, where we need to go, what our soul mission is. And so yes, part of this whole process is just to continue to release anything heavy that just does not serve us anymore. And we know this because we are building our intuition, we're using our discernment. We know that what feels good is for us, and what does not feel so good, we have to take a look at. If we want to go high, we got to get light. So everything indeed does happen for a reason, which is why we are here, to experience and to learn. but it's not our job to carry these burdens forever. It's like, okay, let's learn the lesson, let's move on, right? Can't live in the past. We're moving forward. So we live in the moment and we do the best with what we have. And so yes, these energies continue to transform and transmutate. We release them for good. And as the cycle continues, we say, end to new cycle. Here is a beginning. Fresh start. And as we continue to build up, we continue to collectively move forward. This is a question for all of us, to be here for one another, to help in this transformation progress and process. Because there's a lot of work that we have to do on our own, but we don't have to necessarily do everything on our own. And so it is okay, it is fine, it is great, it is human, it is spiritual, it is divine to lean on others and to create that safe space, and knowing that we can confide in one another and we can help each other to get through and break through these glass ceilings to the next level, higher and higher. So yes, let's get out of our comfort zones, let's get out of the old ways of doing things, let's step into a new way of living. Maybe a little uncomfortable at first, but once we push through, we will eventually realize that this is just the new normal. This is who we are. And so there's always these growing pains that we're going to experience. But it's through those growing pains that we truly grow and we truly level up. And so it's all part of the process. And the more and more that we go round and round, it really does get easier. The lessons begin to subside. We're not getting whacked as hard from life. We're just having better intuition, better knowing, and more comfort within ourselves to make these better decisions and not just kind of going along with the status quo. Knowing when to say yes, but also knowing when to say no. So this is a time to take care of our mind, our body, and our spirit, whether that's changing our diet, maybe doing some yoga, continuing to meditate, journaling, entering new spaces, new social circles. And remember that our vibe attracts our tribe. So the more that we do this work, the more that we're going to change internally, and that's going to change our world externally. The people, places, and things that we may have resonated before, we will not resonate with that anymore. And so they will just begin to fall apart and fall away in certain ways, shapes, and forms. And when that space is created, that gives us an opportunity to bring in so much more, so much new. So again, that'll be new people, new places, new things. And again, all resonating with where we are at, where our frequency is. Because again, we want to go high, we got to get light, and we can only travel with those frequencies that are similar. You know, something that's super low frequency is essentially just going to be dragging us down and not let us ascend. And so, you know, it's a little tough. It's a little tough process, and we really just have to trust that life is always happening for us. Have faith, use our own personal discernment, and then just move forward in whatever way we feel that is for our highest good, and essentially the highest good for all. So yes, it's time to show up for life fearlessly, trusting that the work we are doing is indeed going to create a better version of ourselves. It's time to cut through any self-limiting beliefs. No more playing small, no more giving our power away. We need to embrace our power and utilize that power and use it only the way that we can, because we are all so similar in so many ways, but you know, like the strands of DNA that we have, our inner workings, our gifts, our talents, and our abilities, there is indeed things that only we can do. And that's part of our job as we signed up for this mission of life here on earth, is to reveal, uncover, bring those gifts, those talents, and those abilities forth, and then use those, and then share those, and then create the world that we wish to see. And it all begins with us doing the work on ourselves. So yes, it's time to tap into that magic, that greatness, and be willing to explore, going into the unknown, knowing that the best is indeed yet to come. So this mood is telling us that it's time to make some big moves in order to get to the next level. The old is stagnant, and we all know that. Just take a look around the world and seeing things that just aren't working anymore. Things that haven't been working for a long time are obviously not working right now. And so, you know, we are in the midst of some crazy shifts, right? Absolutely. But we're doing the work, and as we continue to spiral more forward, onward, and upwards in our ascension process, we just take step by step and we continue to break through each ceiling. And we work, we rest, we reintegrate, and then we repeat. Because again, it's just a constant ongoing process. Until we take our last breath as this incarnation, there will always be work to be done. So I have now our affirmation today. So this is our transformation affirmation, and this is in the energy of this full moon in Capricorn, knowing that we're going to do some great work here today during this very magical time. So if you would please repeat after me. I am transforming into the highest version of myself more and more at each passing moment. I am releasing everything and anything that no longer serves me. I am stepping fully into my power. I am a creative, spiritual being filled with love and light. I immerse myself into the flames of transformation to re-emerge like the great phoenix flying to greater and greater heights. And so it is. Okay, my friends, today we're going to be working with the boss of all crystals, if you ask me. We're going to be working with Moldavite. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful stone. Very, very powerful crystal right here. And so I pulled up some information. Moldavite is said to be the stone which initiates transformation and brings about an acceleration of spiritual evolution. It helps in cleansing the energy and acts as a spiritual protector. It integrates the mind and the heart to work together. It helps to widen our cosmic consciousness. It helps us to bring positive changes in our lives and aligns us with our true path and our true destiny. So yes, you can find out a whole lot more on Moldavite. Absolutely is a very, very powerful tool to use, especially for this transformation process. And so that is why we're going to use it today, because we are making some big moves, big gains, changing up the game. From here on out, we just continue to do this work. So much love, gratitude, and appreciation. Shout outs to everyone who's doing the work on a daily basis, knowing that the more we change, indeed, the more the world changes. So let's get into this meditation. I'm going to go ahead and set our timer. And now I invite you to close your eyes. Let's go ahead and get very comfortable, very relaxed. We're sitting in a chair. Let's sit up straight with our feet on the floor. If we're lying down, let's lie down flat so that we have a nice, clear passageway for the breath. Let's have our hands on top of our knees or down by our sides with our palms open, facing upwards towards the sky above. And let's go ahead and do a nice cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's go ahead and inhale. Very good. Now let's go ahead and do a body scan to make sure that we're not holding any energy, not holding any tightness. We're totally relaxed, calm, cool, and collected right here, right now, as we dial into this sacred space today. Yes, feeling good, feeling alive. Now let's go ahead and continue to breathe. Nice, gentle breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Just think of the waves of the ocean. And now let's go ahead and imagine that we are outside on this beautiful summer day, this full moon Capricorn day of days. And as we look up in the sky, we see the sky is blue and the sun is radiant, shining very, very brightly today. Beautiful. And as we see this light, these beautiful rays begin to travel towards us through the atmosphere, through the sky, coming closer and closer to us until this light begins to come in through the tops of our heads, through our crown chakra. And we're going to watch this light as it travels all throughout our bodies, down, passing through all of our chakras, our crown, our third eye, our throat, our heart, our solar plexus, our sacral, and our root, clearing and cleansing, activating and energizing every single chakra in our body, every cell in our body, every strand of DNA. This beautiful, beautiful golden light, this healing light, this nurturing light, this transformative light. Now continue to watch this light as it travels down our bodies, down, passing through our legs, out through the bottoms of our feet, going into the earth below, traveling through the many layers of earth until it reaches the heart of Mother Gaia, grounding us in from the sky above, the sun above, to the earth below. We are tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to these universal frequencies. Now in our mind's eye, I want you to see that beautiful, bright full moon in Capricorn shining its light. And we see these beautiful rays of light begin to make their way down through the air, the atmosphere, the sky, traveling closer and closer to us until this light begins to pour into the tops of our heads, through our crown chakra, again passing through every chakra, our third eye, our throat, our heart, our solar plexus, our sacral, and our root, passing through every cell, every strand of DNA, energizing, upgrading, help us release all these things that no longer serve us, integrating all the highest good, the highest possibilities, our gifts, our talents, and our abilities. Everything else that is not in alignment falls away, knowing that we are in total balance, total alignment. Everything is fully activated, fully energized right here, right now. And this light continues to travel down our bodies, down our legs, through the soles of our feet, into the earth, traveling through the many layers, grounding us in to the heart, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. So with the power of the sun and the power of the moon, these two worlds come together as one, divine feminine, divine masculine, creating who we are, transforming, transmuting any heaviness, any past energies that do not align, and frequencies that are disharmonious are being worked out. We are continuing to integrate every day, more and more, every moment, continuing to transform into the highest version of ourselves as Spirit continues to reveal all the beauties and the wonders of nature and the world to us. We explore ourselves, and we show up. We show up in big ways. Now this is a great time to set a personal intention. I will set a collective intention that is indeed that we continue to release everything and anything that no longer serves us. We align ourselves with our highest good, our highest truth, our highest love, our highest light, our highest possible manifestation of ourselves, our highest possible timeline, knowing that everything for us is being attracted to us as we send out these universal frequencies, complete oneness of love and light, peace and harmony, balance, vibration, motivation, inspiration, wisdom, knowledge, joy, happiness, and strength. All these energies that we send out to the universe come back to us multiplied like a boomerang, creating this richness in our mind, our body, our spirit, our finances, everything and anything in our lives is in total alignment. We are sovereign. Sovereignty is what we are. We are sovereign in mind, body, spirit, and in finances. We are self-reliant. We are independent. Yet we work together in community with our vibe, with our tribe, knowing that life is always happening for us. We give thanks. So let's just continue to breathe. Nice gentle breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Let's get quiet. Let's get still. And let's dive deep into today's meditation. closer in connection, spiraling upwards through this ground below, coming through the surface of the ground, back into the soles, the bottoms of our feet, going all throughout our bodies, going through every chakra, every cell in our body, every strand of DNA, clearing and cleansing, activating and energizing, transforming and transmuting all these energies into the energies of the highest love and the highest light as they make their way out of our bodies to the tops of our heads, traveling through the sky, going back home to that central sun, going back to that beautiful moon. She is shining so bright. He is shining so bright together as one again, that divine feminine, that divine masculine that is inside of all of us. We're creating that balance, that love, that light, that peace, that harmony, that balance, that vibration, all for the highest good of ourselves and that collective, the entire collective. Know that that light is always with us. We carry it everywhere that we go. May we shine it upon everyone that we meet. We are the light workers. We do this in the name of all that is good. Okay, my friends, I invite you to create some movement in your bodies. Maybe move your fingers, move your toes, whatever feels good to you. Let's go ahead and open our eyes. And we are back. How about that, huh? Quite a trip. Trusting you're feeling good. Trusting we did some very expansive work here today, expanding our consciousness, expanding our vibration, and indeed transforming and transmuting like that magical great phoenix. Through the fires of transformation, we rise again. So it is. So yes, I want to thank you all so very much for showing up for yourself today, showing up for me, and showing up for the entire world as we continue to do these great works. This is indeed very important work that we're doing. And so sending so many blessings out to each and every one of you. Thank you so very much. So much love, so much gratitude. And before we say our salutations, let's go ahead and close the space here. So I invite you to close your eyes once more as we express our deepest form of gratitude for this time together, knowing that we did some amazing work here today on this full moon in Capricorn, taking a look at every aspect of our lives and our entire being, transforming and transmuting any heavy energies and the energies that are light and airy and love and full of peace and harmony, full of prosperity, abundance. We are filled with that wisdom, that joy. As we continue to do these spiritual works, we continue to evolve, we continue to transform and transmutate into the highest versions of ourselves. We do this together in community with people all around the world. We all continue to ascend higher, onward and upwards towards that highest good, that highest possible manifestation. And yes, please continue to bless us, our families, and our friends in the entire world as we continue to do our great daily works. We do this in the name of all that is good. Amen, aho, and so it is. So yes, everyone have a wonderful day, a great full moon. Thank you so much again for your presence. So yes, if this video resonated with you, please do give it a like, give it a share, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you would like to support my work in some other ways, you can head on over to the Etsy shop and pick up your own Sacred Sage meditation sprays, meditation oils. The sprays are great for everywhere and anywhere. If you can't burn sage, you can sure spray it. And it has a different feel, different vibe. Definitely instantly raises those vibrations. And yes, I use it often, much more than just meditation. And yes, you can join us on all those different social media platforms. Very easy to find. Everything is under @LeoLightwork. We have a Patreon that is in its early stages. You can check that out for more intimate gatherings and a very wide array of different types of gatherings. So very excited to move forward with that. We have a mailing list, and you can sign up for that over at leolightwork.com. That's going to be a monthly or bi-monthly newsletter with, updates, all kinds of fun stuff, just to keep us connected in other ways, just in case everything else kind of goes away or some people decide not to use certain platforms anymore. We can decide that, hey, we can stay connected through email. And yes, it'll just be very periodic, so feel free to sign up for that. And know that all your support really helps me to continue my work in spirituality, my work in musician. I'm a musician, and so I am building a Skoolie right now. And the plan is to build this Skoolie, this tiny home, buy this bus, go on the road, continue to do this work in music, continue to do this work in spirituality, different cities, states, countries, meeting different places, meeting different faces, doing all kinds of humanitarian work. There's so much work to be done. And so yes, that is what I'm manifesting. That is the next chapter for me. And yes, I continue to just work every day, and I love this work, and I so appreciate you all here and showing up and doing this work here together with me. So yes, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful full moon celebration, and yep, we will see you here tomorrow. And as always, my friends, send you infinite love and infinite light, and as we go forth, may we have peace in our thoughts, peace in our words, and peace in our hearts. From my heart to yours, namaste.